That's about how that goes. How's it going, Abnormal Cow? Well, I was thinking maybe 2 Beetle Queens, maybe a Dune Strider. That's not what I want. When you're Rex and you have to move out of the way with no move speed quickly. Oh, yeah. No. Just no. In all fairness, I should have immediately rocket jumped and then turned around, but... yeah. Did that one to myself. Alright, this is another episode of take a terrible item and then just do the first thing immediately. Nice. Oh, actually no, we'll do this. These are quick, generally give some decent items. No real reason not to do them instantly. Might actually wind up looting a ship for once. See how it be. How's it going, Al Dente? Man, kind of a shame we won't be seeing ranked in Teamfight Tactics for quite a while, though. I thought it would be fun to do ranked in that game. They're doing the worst possible thing for me, which is they're actually letting people learn the game. Because, like, if you're a streamer, what you have, nerd-wise, is time. My gimmick doesn't work, yeah. Have you looked at the Steam sale? Yeah, it's out. There's really not much I want. All I'd really buy at this point is Bloodstained, because Bloodstained looks fun, and sadly it's a Metroidvania. It's kind of Metroidvania where, like, I can tell it's not going to be super fun to watch because the map is so fucking spread out. And once you've seen it once, you don't want to watch somebody figure out the entire fucking map again. So, I don't know. It might be one of those things that I just do personally on my own time. We'll see, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more fun to watch 2 times around than I think, but I watched a bit of it, and I'm just like... if I had to ever watch, like, this twice, I would never do it. You know what I mean? It feels like one of those games you can watch exactly once. And even then, it's kind of a stretch. It's the same feeling I had when I played Hollow Knight. I love this shit out of Hollow Knight, but like... I could never watch a second playthrough of Hollow Knight. Yeah, it is definitely not a fast-looking game. That is for sure. We have a lot of dosh. Let's see if we can actually go grab some stuff here. But yeah, it does not look terribly fast. A challenge runs and speedruns, it's not surprising. Sadly, I think for the rest of Twitch Eternity, any kind of Metroidvania Souls-like game is gonna be like people who finish it within the first 5 minutes of the release and then immediately move on to speedrunning it. And then you have to compete with that, which is probably not gonna work out because most people don't care enough about first time runs with stuff. So that's a fucking tragedy. It gives me the same feeling I got when I played Sekiro. I'm like, man, this game is a lot of fun, and nobody's gonna care, because there's already like 30 people who completed this day one. there were people speedrunning that before that game was even rooted. I still remember going into a speedrunner stream and watching him exasperatedly tell people that like he wasn't speedrunning the game yet and just doing achievements because the game didn't have a root and any speedrun being done was a joke because there's no actual rooting. It was like, even the speedrunner was excited. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking speedrun at like day 3. But that's how it be, man. That's how it be. It was actually pretty funny to watch. And of course this stream is like right under 2 other streams that were already speedrunning. So that's the joke, I guess. That's the joke. How is it existing? Eh, not too bad. So, much slower and worse items. But the good news is we probably won't get one shot by a bell this time. I have a feeling if I touch it, I'm going to double Dune Strider and absolutely hate my life. So I'm going to touch that and get double Dune Strider and hate my life. Probably. Got a pre on here, maybe not. I feel like this character kind of requires you to take risks, though. I feel like I'm playing kind of... God, who's that character in Slay the Spire? Fucking Ice Boy, the orb guy. I always feel like I have to take risks on that character to get anything done. That's what this guy feels like to me. Okay, I was going for the used item, that's fine. How's it going, Noble? I don't suspect we'll see DD2 for another year. There have been almost no allusions made to it whatsoever. Okay, that's workable. Very much feels like we will not be seeing DD2 for at least another year. Well, hopefully if I do this in like 7 minutes, it won't completely like slam me. But who knows? Just want to get this and then do it. Hoping for a decent item here. Not what I had in mind. UW has been down several hours each day since CFT release. Really? Is it that popular in Europe? Maybe that's why all the big streamers are streaming this on European time. You see like tons of big streamers streaming European time right now. I was actually... Oh shit, it's 3 Dune Striders. Well, the good news is we have a Hoppo feather. The bad news is I'm not entirely sure that's gonna matter. So the first thing we have to do to make this work is we have to get one to suck. So we need one of them to suck the rest of them in. Then we have to kill that one. Okay, so I legitimately can't tell which one was doing the suck, of course. Oh! Huh. So I guess I'm just gonna fire into all of them and hope for the best here. I'm pretty sure it's that one that I'm targeting right now. Yeah, okay. So now I have to get the other one to suck. There we go. Probably should be using that on the wisps, to be honest, but that's okay. If we didn't have a Hoppo feather, we'd be so dead right now. All that for 2 leech seeds, huh? Well, there are worse things we could have gotten for that. If you all 3 to suck, which would suck their suck. It's like suckception, yeah. But if they did catch us, we'd be caught in it forever, so. Huh, yeah, I'll take that. I mean, I don't have a problem with ARPGs. ARPGs have a lot of thought and decision making too. But, well, so we've got leech seed, so I guess attack speed is on the menu. Can't open, we could wind up looting this whole place. We don't have great movement speed, but we do have some. I'm a wax squale too, so I'm just gonna be literally hopping 800% of the time. Probably just take this and go, honestly. Oof. Yeah. Probably not worth it going all the way back to the other side. Could also check the used items, but at this point I'd actually rather have the experience than the used items. Prion's more likely going to be what we keep. Capacitor's an option, but eh. Alright, 1127's not too bad. 1127 on a mountain shrine with double leech seed's actually pretty good, to be honest. Okay, so it's another episode of the Templar spawns near me. I'm probably gonna just die. Just need to watch out for the Templars. Gonna spawn this immediately and hope that we just get rid of a Templar quickly. Can't let stuff group up effectively here or we're gonna be very, very dead. That, yep, there he is. So typically one of these also spawns with the boss. I'm gonna have to delete him instantly or he's gonna kill me. We're gonna try to get as near to a place that has cover as possible as well. Okay. Boss is down, no Templar as of yet. Gonna get that ukulele. So all we have to do now is watch for the Templar spawn. Probably should not be anywhere near this amount of health though. Really want to be near the edges like this so I can get into cover if I need to. Super service amount of regen with these seeds. How's it going, Renegoth? What you been up to, my man? He's got 2 thumbs up, he's making a very bad decision to stay up this late. Is it you? I feel like it must be you. I feel like people only ask that question when it's the... Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. It's always the person asking. So, hey, welcome to people who watch my stream. I cannot fault you for it. In fact, I actively applaud you for it. Okay, well, we severely lack damage, other than the Prion, but what's new? Rex in a nutshell. I have movement speed, I have utility, I lack damage. I have damage and movement speed, I lack utility. It's like, you're always going to be missing one piece of the puzzle early, right? The key is just to try to live long enough to fill in that last piece of the puzzle. Sleep schedule is fucked. I understand that on a lifestyle level, my man. So we have okay sustain, movement speed's getting there. Damage is... but that's fine. 15 minutes stage 4 is okay. Can we expect as the quality of life changes for Rex in the upcoming weeks? I can't confirm this, but I hope rumors are true. Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. Nice, 2 challenge shrines. We can actually just loot this whole place. Don't play him in the first place and have fun instead. Also possible. Alright. Another ukulele. Ooh, overloading imps. That's gonna be a right pain in the ass, isn't it? I think one of them went up. Which is fine, because killing even one of these is a massive pain. What the hell happened to the other one? Huh. Oh, hello. I found him. Midnight on that island? Wait, which island? You mean my island? 'Cause it's 11 o'clock on my island. It's my island. Braveheart references. Alright. So many challenge rounds. Who the hell is that Wisp aiming for? Man, what an efficient way to loot this level. Did not see that other elite loom. Okay, well, we do the teleporter now. We have more than enough to just get out, so... Or to just get everything and get out. Little dated there. That is super dated. Dagger's great on him. Dagger will give me some much needed on kill damage. Nice, and Magworm's actually one of the easier bosses with this character. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. An 80s-like era appear in my lifetime. If you didn't live in the 80s, odds are very good the way you perceive the 80s is extremely incorrect. Fair warning on that. Exactly as you imagine, you think? People are very, very prone to false past syndrome, even if they've lived in that era. Much less people who haven't lived in that era making up false pasts. People are very, very prone to that. Like, oh, back during this time, this would have never happened, and da 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 da. It's like, yeah, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. That's where all the boomer memes come from, of like boomer parents telling their kids about how they work their way through college and da da da, when in reality they only had to work like 18 hours because college costs like 1/millionth of what it costs now, because college costs have gone up exponentially over the last like 10 years, or really the last 20 years. Idea is because I have no expectations. Well, obviously you do if you think you would rather see or if you want to see an 80s era happen in your lifetime. Unless you just randomly suddenly felt like the 80s would be better. For no apparent reason. Huh. This is actually a really tough decision, and the sad part is I actually think I need the damage more. I would almost always take sight there, but to be honest, my sustain isn't bad right now, and my damage is. Other than the Prion. That, and I'm beginning to think missile is just see missile take missile, because it's currently the best damage in the game. Or it's very close. I would say band combo is better than missile. Yeah, but that's 2 items. I'm talking single, just pick up and it's good item, I'd say missile's better, right? It's not even a joke. Well, I mean, it's worth noting I've literally... Knowing quite a few people from the 80s, I've never met someone from the 80s who wanted the 80s back. Not once. How does it ever come up? Mom has a lot of older friends she hangs out with. Never once have they mentioned the 80s in a positive way. Fuck all those golems, to be honest. Hey, we're actually at move speed to dodge golems this round. Hell yeah. Should probably deal with that jellyfish, but my incinerator drone's getting bullied, so... I think my disco? Well, disco is like 70s, not 80s. 80 was like alt rock. Do I take more move speed here? It's tempting. There's like earth, wind, and... No, that's earlier. Launch your R to Jelly Boy. Faster. Hey cat, if you launch your R to Jelly Boy like that, it latches onto his tentacles. Yeah, more. Celerity with a tier 1 for 14 months. Thank you so much, Celerity. And welcome back, man. Faster? I actually am trying to go faster with this boy nowadays. I don't know. I find my best strategy so far, at least what I can call loosely my most consistent, is just absolutely shit. Absolutely rushing the first 3 levels. And then, just hard looting the 4th. That's something I've been even remotely consistent with, and it normally gets me into the 2nd loop at least. But man, I typically try to get to the 4th level within by 14 minutes, and then just loot that. That's the only thing I've actually been able to be remotely successful with on a consistent level. This boy is just a tough nut, and is going to get buffed allegedly, so... Yeah, right now he's just fucking tough. And then once you go 2nd loop, you pretty much have to loot. He just needs too many stats, man. Needs too many stats mid-game. Ooh. Die on stage 4? Yeah. Like I said, the biggest consistency I've had so far is just rushing first 3, looting 4. His mid-game requires so many stats that I find very often I end up without one of the 3. And the weird part is he has very good base damage. So you would think he could put off getting damage longer, but no, not really. There's some magical mix of like sustain. His coefficients suck. Yeah, that was the first thing that I noticed about him too, is that his coefficients are just bad, but there's some magical mix of like sustain, movement speed, and damage that has to be met. And finding it is a real kicker. Like, on paper, this... I have movement speed, I have some verticality, so I'm set on that, right? So, on paper, sustain is the next big thing for him for this run. And damage typically is the thing I get last, but I don't know. For a while I was just taking scythes over literally everything, but if you don't have the crit, you just don't have the crit. I think that's part of it too. It's just like getting over the denial that if you don't have the crit, the scythes just aren't worth it. Like I took a missile over a scythe in this one, for example, because I was like, well, I've got 10% crit, and he doesn't hit crits often enough with 10% to do it. I feel like taking scythes before 30% crit is just kind of having a dead item, which is really weird on this character, right? That's how it be, I guess. Oh jeez, could you not? All bosses appear to have 4 latch-on points with them though. It seems like shooting bosses inherently just gives you 4 leeches. which is good, I guess? I don't know, it's unexpected, to be honest. Yeah, it would appear for one reason or another, all bosses have 4 latch-on points to make it more worthwhile to shoot your R at just the boss sometimes. I've noticed this with Beetle Queens, too. Okay. Ooh, nice. Now we just need the other band and we actually have a fairly good damage combination. I really am beginning to think that, what's it called though? Missiles are the new stickies. Just see missile, take missile. And it's feeling that way on almost every class too. Got I have both bands? Oh, do I? Did I get a... Oh yeah, I got Kuros earlier. Nice. Alright, so we're about baseline then. Oh geez. Let's get scooting. Arguably could take that mountain shrine, but not quite sure I'm ready for my Malachite boys yet, and it's evident that Malachites are on the menu. Huh. Big darn. 2 turrets. Big darn. Are you a chest? You are not a chest. Ooh. Loot? Loot? Can it please? Mercy! See Wisp, take Wisp. I feel like it's that way on everyone though, right? I don't know. Radar buff when, right? Nah, dude. Equipment drones are actually a stealth radar buff. You put a radar on your equipment drone, always have radar up. Oh shit. Well, this was supposed to be a no printer, no gesture run, but we're gonna say that I just literally thought that was an open firecracker because I thought it was. Whoops. Lord knows why I thought I opened that, but... Need some guillotines in your life? Pretty much, man. It feels like anything less than 5 guillotines late game when you run into Malachites is like, yeah. Let's say in the title, yeah. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube title though. They'll catch them like, wow, you took a firework, fucking broke an item. No, I'm just kidding, no one will say that. No one will say that because I have comments turned off. Not for everyone, just for me. Man, dude, I have found like nothing loot-wise though. Cheater, yeah. Seriously, this must be the most famine swamp I've ever been to. Oh well, I have 500 left anyway. Oh. Oh, no, it's a healing drone, that's fine. Well, we got our 3 rounds up anyway. Out of smart, yeah. Alright, so, portal. Only thing we have to watch out for is Templars. Templars are the only thing that are going to be a serious issue here, probably. Either that or Grove Tender will just murder me, but... Grove Tender is probably the easiest boss on this guy. So like medkit on this guy? I found out medkit has a 1.1 second delay on healing twice. That's not bad, right? We need to make sure to kill every Templar we see if they flank us, we're just dead. Because of our fat ass multi-hitbox. dummy thick plant robot, pretty much. The question for medkits for me still comes down to, though, like, as is generally the question behind your tier list. What would I not, or what would I take over medkit? And sadly the answer to that is still a lot, because this guy needs every stat. As Mojo's so lovingly put it, this boy is, quote, dummy thick, meaning that, like, if move speed's ever an option, and I'm not already at move speed, which I'm probably not, I take the move speed. It's that kind of situation where it's like, I wind up in a lot of situations where I just... There's just shit I'd rather take. Honestly. Oh, this Malachite boy. God, he's actually still hitting me? Holy shit. Oh shit, I didn't even notice. Consistently move in speed, increasing down on stage 4, yep. It's why I fear Templars more than anything else on this guy. The Templars are absolutely fucking terrifying because all they take is like 4 seconds on you and you're dead. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be entirely realistic. I just wish I'd give him a smaller hitbox, though, to be quite honest. I think, like, with a smaller hitbox, this guy would be so much more viable if he didn't have that big old thick multi-ass. I honestly think that kills him more than anything. His hitbox is so fucking big for how extremely immobile he is. Like, multi works because multi has, like, double everyone else's health. And this guy does not work for the same reason. Multi can hold 2 items, potentially just always have a heal item in the waiting, has double everyone else's health, and has better move speed. Ain't that some shit. Ain't that some shit. Dummy thick, the princess crown. Yeah, I don't know about that. How's it going, pirate? Got that chrono bobble. I mean, this is a pretty good run, right? We'll probably at least make it to the 3rd loop this time, but I don't know, man. I still don't know what that magical number is. I can tell you Tougher Times 7 is the magical number, though. That seems to be like another really consistent-ish thing in good runs for him. I get Tougher Times 7 really early. The quicker you get the 7 Tougher Times and hit the soft cap, the better your life is. That might honestly be like the only true S tier item on this boy. Which feels fucking weird, man. Like, I can't think of anything I'd rather have than like 7 Tougher Times. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I just killed myself, right. Oh well. Keep forgetting. Nah, it's actually okay. To be honest, with the amount of regen I have, the shield swap to back to full health might honestly be better. There's a certain point where, like, your regen is so bad that, having this shield that will then swap you back to full health when it goes off is actually just strictly better than not having it. Late game it'll be pretty but for now it's actually fine. And hey, every time we kill an overloaded we get, like, a bargain behemoth. That's pretty cool, right? Kill a Malachite enemy and vultures, does it do anything to you? Yeah, except Malachite doesn't actually give you a meaningful buff, it's just for enemies. You get the healing debuff, which is like only relevant on pot boys. Oh, I was really hoping you were gonna go over here. Lame? Yeah, that's pretty lame. So, as usual, we're hoping for antlers. And plants and player plants look almost identical. I'm just gonna pop this now. Oh, jeez. Just gonna get some range here. Oh, shit. That's problematic for a variety of reasons. Mostly did that just to get the daggers firing. Now the daggers should take care of a lot of the problem for me. Need to get these fiery boys down though. Oh, that hurt significantly. Well, the good news is, the way that this is finishing out, we should be able to full loot the place, so that's helpful. Could really use a second hoppo though. Really would not miss this. Really would not mind a second hoppo right now. The good news is, with the way AP rounds work now, bosses are just generally easier than normal minions. By a fair margin, actually. Even if we, like, took long enough to get an overloaded worm here, the boss would still be easier than this shit. Where's that bell? Just gotta keep the imp between me and him. Always want to rotate back to your war banner, because late game the war banners are actually pretty high value, because you're never gonna get them. They're a pretty nice little bunch of stats, aren't they? Alright, let's take advantage of this overloaded and just unload so we'll get a full heal afterwards. Ah, there we go. Yeah, if you can take advantage of the overloader and just use the shield and then get the full heal afterwards, actually not the worst thing in the world. Especially when you lack sustain and it's actually your best sustain. Who knew, right? Who knew? Oh jeez. That is a lot of bells in a lot of places. Because let's be honest, we're never going to be above 400 HP at this point anyway. Not with the way that we're going to have to play. Alright. Let's go find the teleporter. We should have more than enough to loot even multiple legendaries at this point. Whew. And we have 2 prions, which should make pretty quick work of this. I did not pick that up. That's a shame. Pretty much the best possible boss we could have gotten though. Or at the very least, the least threatening one. Now we can outrun this. The funny part is, as long as that imp doesn't hit me, I'm fine. The imp is actually the biggest threat right now. I'm not gonna bother trying to kill him for overloaded though, gonna be too much work. Alright. See if we can get those missiles while we're here. There we go. Okay, your bell rung? I'm trying my very best not to get my bell rung, as you put it. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna get my bell rung. Just kidding. I really thought I was gonna make it through that faster. Sometimes I lose momentum on my jumps and I'm just like, oh shit, I fucked up. And then I'm fine anyway. That's nice. Gotta get rid of some of these looms, honestly. Being a big old pain in the ass right now. It's amazing what a pain in the ass small minions are on this guy, because your health is so low all the time. Just constantly being a victim of your health is like, just makes the game so much harder. Because like, wisps, like, elite wisps and looms and stuff like that are always kind of a threat, right? They're just always a threat that's more in the back of your mind late game, because you're like, I have the HP to tank through this. Yeah, not really. Not really on this guy. It's like this guy never quite leaves the early game in terms of durability. Alright. Nice. Alright. Might be able to make something out of this. Don't kill me, siege crabs. Alright, we're tougher times 5. That's huge. We hit tougher times 7 with this build, and then we start getting some sustain. We in it. I just have to keep in mind that I have the shield now. And a Chrono Bobble. You know what's funny? I don't even mind Chrono Bobble on this character as much as the other ones. At the very least, it slows stuff down and keeps it in one place. Once you hit him with your tentacles, it's actually pretty nice. Like, I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm never gonna say it's good. I'm just gonna say it's, like, less bad on this character. Oh, yes. As Riley from VC4 and kill them. You really didn't like Riley, huh? I did not dislike Riley as much as you did, I'm sorry. I thought she was cute. Actually, I did like Riley. And why are you killing her, man? Nice. Lens Makers 3. With glasses, that's gonna severely scale us up. Valkyria Chronicles. That's where my Gotham emote's from. Oh yeah, Chad, I was gonna ask you. So we had a discussion about the least used emotes. You decided eat and drink, which are my 2 Nier Automata emotes. Do you want me to replace them with other Nier emotes, or should I cut my losses and just go with something else? Nier's always been one of my favorites, but at this point I'm slowly getting to the point where I accept that my emotes are not for me and they're for you, so... Pitch me some ideas, chat. What is it you want? Because those are my 2 most used? It's funny, I thought so too, but I looked at it and statistically it's true. You know, it's that thing that tells you how often your emotes are used and what people say they use the least. Yeah. Feels bad, man. Loot emotes? Huh. Man, I was really hoping for more. I don't know where I was hoping for more though. Oh, should've just left. We got a really good haul this round. I go based on the stats of the days when I don't stream. I guess that's true. Another neural. Nice. Extra health on this boy is always a welcome addition. Everyone's really worth the money even if you don't watch a stream? Pretty much, right? Give the equip jar into cube? Oh, you're right, I should've. I always forget that you can just get those guys for free. I don't even think about them. Not that I suspect he would last longer than 4 seconds, because he just pretty much runs in and kills himself, but... Not that if I'm being honest with myself, I expect he would live long enough to use it. Every time I've gotten an equipment drone, the first thing he does is run into the nearest group of things that can instantly murder him and then dies. I'm not even kidding, this is not an exaggeration. You can actually go watch my VODs. Every time I get an equipment drone, he just bam, hard suicides. Alright. Great. Clover, as usual, clovering things. Just gotta keep in mind I have that shield. Or you had anything cute to me? Yeah, I don't know. It's just because what she says in the show is how cute, so it's kind of more referential than accurate. Which people have argued with me I should change it for that very reason, because most people— oh, what the fuck? Where? From whence? Did he already die? Huh. I can't tell if my opinion and my dagger just killed him. I actually knew who it is, and I'm a big weeb. Really? You never watched or read that, huh? That surprised me, actually. Legitimately surprised me. You like slice of life stuff? I guess I never asked. Yeah, Kaguya Love is War. I'm trying to think what the original name was, but it's not coming to me. For episode 1, I didn't like it? Oh, I'd read the manga beforehand, so I was quite attached to the idea of it getting animated. I have to admit I like the manga a lot better, but that's nothing new when shows get made. Yeah, I really liked reading that one. Kaguya, yeah, Kaguya wants to be confessed to. That's the original translation. I like that show though. It was like popular, but like popular in the sense that it's probably gonna get more people to read the manga, but we'll never get a second season kind of popular. Kind of like Spice and Wolf Season 2. It's like, we're never gonna get a Spice and Wolf Season 3, but a lot more people will read it, so at least we'll get translations. Yeah, the Kaguya. I feel like that show translates a lot better into writing. Read it, but skip the show? Yeah. Honestly, I think it translates a lot better into writing than it does to like not writing. Stop watching it halfway for no reason. Nice. So guillotine is now our bread and butter. Because yeah, we're gonna need to kill Amalekites at some point. Fortunately with Clover and everything else, this run should be fine, but... Sprite is always tempting, but probably not worth it over a Prion. I don't know, I actually feel like I'm getting more casual. That's UFO table, pretty much. That's what got sold to me. Somebody told me UFO table was animating. I'm like, alright. Is absolutely stunning. It's kind of Demon Hunter, but it's very, very shonen-y compared to most of the stuff UFO Table does, but it's fucking beautiful. It is fucking beautiful, as is UFO Table. It's just how it be, man. Neat. You see what I mean about missiles, though? I don't know if you guys are noticing how many fucking missiles I'm firing, but man, missiles really scale up your damage late game. If you ever get a clover, man, missiles just ruin shit around you. It's so nice. Okay. That honestly isn't that helpful in this character. In fact, it's probably one of the least helpful ones on this character, but sure. Is this gonna be in the tunnel or is it in the back? It's either in the tunnel or the back, and I don't know which. But hey, legendary's legendary, right? Yeah, we're not gonna take mountain shreds at this point. That'll do it. Probably actually going to save the, we're gonna back off until I can clear the big golems. The golems are actually far more of a threat than the bosses. I love it. There's almost always a golem spawn on the third loop area of this, so we're just not gonna do that. I don't have enough guillotines yet to trivialize elite golems. So much of this game feels like getting enough guillotines now to trivialize elites. I'm trying now, Missile Bay, yep. You're not wrong. Gilly is the new sticky? That's a thought. I don't think it's anywhere near as powerful though. Gotta wait for my HP to come back. Actually, I could probably burn more HP here, but I don't need to. Oh, okay, I guess I have another shield to burn through. I don't know, now that I've started looking at Wake of Vultures like just basically 600 free health that I was probably going to use anyway into a free heal, I suddenly like the item a lot more. Gilly gets better later? That's true. But it's generally worse. As a whole. Almost 100% crit now. Please don't. I just realized you're shooting my drone. Why am I killing you? I guess because I can. Are that many recombination good or builds? I think what it is too is that now, like, even though the item pool is being deleted by what are good items, although I heavily suspect both Topaz and Guillotine might see some changes, the item pool is still getting diluted, right? So I'm starting to think that printers were kind of like their advanced solution to the same problem that they had in Risk of Rain 1, and that items become so diluted that actually stacking items outside of using Command Relic is just generally unrealistic, right? Yeah, I know. This is a no printer, no. No printer, no gesture run. Just on the record. I only go up to about an hour and a half on runs now though, because I like doing multiple runs, and to be honest, my wrist doesn't handle multiple runs very well. I'm just being real here. I've started quitting the minute I start feel my thumb start locking now, which sadly is only about like 3 to 6 hours, but what do you do? The funny thing is, I mean, there'll probably be a thing after, like, all the items are released, but I don't think they'll be very good past that point. Like, the problem in Risk of Rain 1 truly became that, like, the reason why rushing was the only strategy in Risk of Rain 1 is because you could never reliably stack any items to get the desired effects, right? You just had to go with whatever small shit, Oh yeah, it's true, you did your 100 run last night. I believe you made it, though. He was not gonna die at the end there. Maybe 1 printer? Yeah, you're not wrong. But, almost 10 hours, monk ass. I would not have been able to feel my hand. Oh. But, yeah, what was I saying? Right, even though the pool's being diluted with better items, outside of printers, there's just no way you're gonna stack anything significant. So maybe printers were their solution in the first place, you know what I mean? Maybe this whole time they knew it was gonna turn out the same way Risk of Rain 1, and they kinda wanted to make it at least an option to not just rush your way through the game every time without any items at all. Game endurance, which is disappointing. Yeah, I suspect that's about where it's gonna be. That's why, unfortunately, I think like the real game really isn't going to be coming out until next year. That is to say, the point where the boss is. Am I blind? Am I literally blind? Yes. Oh, hello. Hello, Blazing Clay Dune Strider. How are you today? Alright, good talk. Good talk. As long as we kill him before any more enemies spawn, this should be pretty clean. Cat on Mars said shortly before losing half his health. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, using Overload as a borrowed health bars now really does make this feel better. Once you kind of change your strategy, it actually becomes a pretty viable way to stay alive on this character. It's essentially just a 600 heal, as long as you're aware of it. Of course, it wouldn't be a good strategy if I actually had the sustain otherwise, but I don't. And who knows when / if I'll get it, so it kind of eliminates one set of items that I need. Like, I no longer need the sustain factor of sustain damage mobility, which is cool. Please now. Okay. Ooh. What do you think about Spinal Tonic? Funny situational item that mostly will work if you're willing to spend a shitload of lunar coins to make it work, and is otherwise just kind of a meme. Ooh, I sat on my volume cord. Hold on. Sorry, I actually sat on my volume card there and just cranked everything to 200%. Feels fucking bad, man. Yeah, it's a fun little. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just better to look at lunar items as meme items. You know what I mean? When you got a bunch of fucking coins, you just want a cool run. Maybe I think that that's what they were going for. Because Spinal Tonic, there's no way they thought Spinal Tonic was ever going to be a good item, right? Or even a particularly balanced item. Because if you can get it to work, it's the dumbest thing in the game, and if you can't, it's just suicide. Make it pretty much better? Yeah, exactly, right? It's extremely feast or famine. I hate to say this because this is not something that Risk of Rain is traditionally known for, but they might have actually just put it in for fun. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. This is the first time I've ever seen a legendary chest outside of the 4th level. They said they put them in, I had never seen it. Oh. Neat. That worked out well. So after about 40 hours of the new patch, I saw my first legendary chest outside of the 4th level. Nice. Fun, what's fun, yeah. I don't know, man. That's just, after seeing where they're going with like new looter items, maybe they were just never supposed to be taken seriously. Maybe the game was never supposed to be taken this seriously, chat. I mean, I'm still gonna play it like a super nerd version, but yeah. It's not gonna stop me, but lunar items just seem to be like, they're going to keep it as a meta currency, and if you want to use it to get a really broken run, cool. Go ahead. Like the guy who was telling us yesterday about it as like 9 glass run on Mercenary. Like, is that what they were going for with balance? Probably not. Was it probably pretty cool? Yeah. Nine glass. Yeah, apparently it's 17 HP Mercenary. And apparently it didn't matter. He said he went through 2 Dios, but he ultimately had to obliterate on like level fucking some stupid nonsense. Because he was just shuffling iframes constantly. I'm sure he probably would have died again eventually, but still, it's pretty funny. Yeah, TLDR fun things are fun. Okay, good talk. So that worm is kind of spooky. Okay, let's get our overloading shield here and then just burn all of our damage into him. I should kill that golem. This is like a problem waiting to happen. There we go. I need to stop killing overloading stuff so I can get my health back. Yeah. Or that. Wow, that Prion didn't do shit. Whatever, we'll loot as we go. Gonna take too long to just sit here and hit him. Whew. Use R and activate a blood shrine just after you're immune to damage, but get the gold. Interesting. I don't know, if I'm just being honest, I think the merc changes were too much. I mean, you saw my merc run yesterday. I don't think I was in danger past like level 3. That was just autopilot for like 20 levels straight. Lady Artificer, she can float now and she has much better scaling ratios. Artificer and Merc seem heads and tails better than everyone else now, in my opinion. Like, it's not close anymore. It is not close anymore. She actually scales now, she still has like the highest base values in the game, and now she can basically not take fall damage if you're paying attention. Nice. Probably don't want another wax quail. That'll do. Merc feels really good. He feels a little silly to me. Like, I'm actually, I said it when those merc changes came out, I'm like, I'm not gonna get... Yeah, wax quail. I said I'm never gonna get hit on Merc again because like with these changes, and yeah, last night I did my first Merc run since the patch, and past like level 3, it was just it was not happening. I just yeah. So the thing with Merc is Merc pretty much endgame largely became a practice in running around and hitting your R button. And with the current changes, you can do that and it's just safer, and the problem is that like his slash, while you can mix it into his combo and occasionally it's good, just doesn't do enough damage to justify the threat it puts you in. And now that you basically have like functional invincibility by just hitting like shift 3 times, I think it's shift for most people, it's F for me, but we're hitting shift 3 times, oh I could have died. Shift 3 times in a row, than hitting R and pretty much guaranteeing that you're not going to get hit on the way out. It's just, it feels kind of silly. I guess I will kill you because I want the screen item. I want the screen item enough to waste my time to kill you because it's pretty much max level anyway. Man, that worm got very far away, didn't he? Jesus Christ. This guy does not give a shit. Want to try Artificer now? Yeah, Artificer was already pretty good. Artificer is real strong now, though. There's no way this is worth it, by the way. This is a huge time loss on the item I'm going to get. Unless it's actually a scythe. I wouldn't mind a scythe, because scythes are so hard to get now that... Yeah. Wait, what? Did I just not even grab that? Oh, okay, yeah, it's actually totally worth it. I didn't even check it, but yeah. We have basically 100% crit now, so that's actually good. I talk about this a lot, because a lot of people criticized how slow I went previously, and actually I think going slow on this boy is too much of a detriment early game, but for the most part, if you can get the one item you need to get your build to work, it doesn't matter if you take an extra minute, if it happens to be that one item. And at this point, the only thing that I have that I'm kind of lacking on is sustain. We suggest for Artificer, I have a hard time with using Artificer. Just focus on doing damage. Play extremely aggressively. You need your R on Artificer, right? Like, you don't need it, but early game you absolutely need it. And most people I watch who play Artificer without a lot of success don't play super aggressively. You just have to get to the point where you feel comfortable playing aggressively against every boss in the game. Which sounds really dumb. Because, like, on paper you think mage and you don't really think that you should literally be in everything's face, but Artificer actually has that luxury. She's like the only character in the game that has that luxury, actually. To just be in everything's face and not give a fuck. Honestly. Like, she is so strong that if you learn how to basically just, like, get up close and just slam every boss down, you can do it every time. Like, what I'm doing right now is an Artificer playstyle with this guy, which does not come easy to Rex. Rex does not have Artificer's damage, but this is how I play Artificer. I just get in things' faces and just burn them down before they have a chance to hit you. And Artificer is, and probably will remain, the only character in the game that has that luxury pretty much 100% of the time. So killing multiple Overloaded right now is actually forcing me to keep this shield, so I'm gonna have to utilize it by just running away. And this is where we're at the part of the game where Wake actually becomes a pretty significant detriment, because I now have the sustain to keep HP up, but obviously I can't keep a shield up, because that's not how it be. Good news is Malachites are slightly less threatening. Yeah, TLDR, Artificer's weak points are, like, just by nature, sustain and mobility. She makes up for that with overwhelming offense, so... just learn to love the overwhelming offense. And she has the tools, too. She has the tools more than anyone else in this game. Like, a well-placed ice wall is the best CC in the game. It, like, locks anything but bosses down for, like, what, a solid 5 seconds or something, and executes at 30% and below. Like, that ice wall is the single best control tool in the game. And is far, far harder to miss when you're literally in something's face. Does the wall work with Gilly? I don't know. I assume the wall would execute first at 30, but if you have something that does above 30%, it just kills. Really, Catalyst and a Royal Capacitor? That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, okay. I think we need 6 to technically be at perfect crit. Or to be close to perfect crit. Are we playing as Multi? Multi's another character that you actually just have to make peace with the fact that you're going to get hit a lot and you need to play aggressively. These are the characters that I excel at, so I like them a lot. Characters like Multi and Artificer who just are absolutely in your face, up their ass, like you gotta be there. I think that's why I prefer them. They're not like Huntress or Commando where your game has to be evasion because your HP bar is low and your damage is much more bursty and situational. Artificer deals 3 times as much damage? Maybe. She certainly does now. Previously I think she actually dealt pretty similar damage late game anyway. But I don't think anything deals as much damage as Artificer now. In fact, I'm fairly sure nothing does, even close. Artificer definitely deals more damage now. She also has probably a third of his HP though. I love you, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Sort of. Yep, we've got the sustain. Just take care of this problem now. Alright, mushroom down, yeah man, I'm telling you, diluted item pool. Even if it's diluted with good items. Rough stuff. I hope I don't die to a pot. Where? Okay. Green Chef from Sniper. I'm suspecting the only 2 characters we're gonna get from R1 at this point are... Oh shit. If that hits me, I'm actually dead. Probably gonna be Bandit and Sniper. Don't quote me on it though. If I had to guess, I'd guess Bandit and Sniper though. I think the rest of them are going to be original, personally. I think that they've got kind of a penchant for making original characters, which some people will like and some people won't, and that's fine. Personally, I'm a fan of them making original characters, but I think that's just because I played a lot of Risk of Rain 1, so I don't really want to just play the same stuff, even if it is in 3D. I realize the playstyle is kind of inherently different, and the mechanics are inherently different, but I don't know. I like new things. Can't really sense in this game, yeah. I was of the personal opinion that Sniper wouldn't fit in this game. At least the Sniper that we know. I got asked that a lot during this game, that I think Sniper was actually like a good, viable option for this game, and I personally don't think so, but I think they'll probably find a way to make it work because I think he's very popular. Ooh, Moose Bee's getting a little spicy. Might need to cool it. Yeah, I might need to cool it. Almost killed myself, chat. Almost killed myself for a chest. I might need to cool it, he said as he grabbed a wax coil. The flying snipes, yeah. I suspect they're just gonna do something to his mechanics, because standing still in 2D was already a nightmare. Standing still in 3D in this game is gonna be, really something. It's just not gonna work out. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, considering the number of times I've been hit by a frozen boss and like forced to stand still for 3 seconds and I have managed not to die in that time, maybe it will work out. There've been so many times when I got hit by a freezy thing because I was going too fast and I couldn't control my landing. And I was like, oh, I'm dead, and then nothing hits me for like 3 seconds. I'm like, I'm fine. Cool. Neat. Seven fungus new meta? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know, man. Like I said, this is the only thing that I managed to find on him. Rush the first 3 levels, fully loot the 4th, pray you get some combination of items you need. That's just how it be. That's just how it be, chat. Unfreeze, unfreeze, yeah. You're not wrong. I don't know. It seems like part of their goal is to gear this game towards co-op too, though. Which, as a person who really doesn't want to play this game co-op, is kind of inherently interesting to me, but that'll do it. Like, Rex, for example, is a character I think would be perfectly fine in co-op, right? Ooh, shiny. Starting to get enough guillotines that Malachites aren't absolute terror lords. Whew. Is Puppy scumbag? I don't know. I throw out this sentiment a lot, even though I am honestly probably as much part of this as everyone else. I think part of this single player experience is my attachment to Risk of Rain 1, and I don't know. I have an attachment to the idea of kind of the solidarity of this game, or not the solidarity, the solitary nature of one guy trying to escape from an extremely hostile planet with a bunch of assholes trying to kill him, even if it turns out you are the asshole. It was kind of great in Risk of Rain 1. Everyone was kind of an asshole, but I don't know. I know that environment kind of appeals to me, I guess, as a player. Otherwise, it just sounds like, you know, you and 4 friends decide to come to some random planet and just murder everyone. You're like, man, you know what'd be great? Let's just all kill everyone on the way out. I don't know, Perdition was kind of making it hard for you to leave. In the first one. It was kind of like, hey, no. I was just like, yeah, but you did just want to leave. And then Perdition was like, no, and then you're kind of like, yes. I mean, it would be rude not to kill everyone. Yeah. Oh. Whoops. Oh, you said the Terminator? I don't remember what the exact lore was. I swear that Perdition was like, nah, you're not gonna leave, fam. And you're like, but... Wait, his name wasn't Perdition, was it? What the fuck was his name? I always forget his name. It's one of those, like, P words that you never use outside of video games. Was it Perdition? Providence, yeah, thank you. Providence. One of those P words you never use outside of video games. Fell from the ship in the opening cinematic? That's the general lore, right? That you just fell onto this planet and then Providence didn't want you to leave because of reasons, and then you're just like, well, I am leaving, so... And, you know, sure you killed a few million people to do it, but shit happens. Shit happens. Michael Providence's dickbag brother, according to the Brittle Crown text. Maybe. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'm just too attached to the original idea of Risk of Rain. But either way. That being the case... Huh. Yeah, late game guillotine's really something that up. Gotta watch my health so I don't kill myself. Okay. There's lore, there is lore. Although no one reads it. I don't know. It's the same way that I always felt like playing Dark Souls with a friend was kind of lame, to be honest. Not that I'm like criticizing you if you did. I'm just saying that it didn't tickle the like lone adventure traveling through a dead world kind of feeling for me. And I eat that shit up. So I don't know. Yeah. I wish I had the patience to play Tab, the campaign. It looks like later on it gets kind of fun, if not very silly, but I don't want to. I couldn't bring myself to do it. It actually looks like late game it does get pretty interesting though. Them like 800 harpy waves. Looking spicy. Okay. To be honest, the best thing we can get at this point is a Dio's. Sorry to get Rex a God Run. Yeah, he is he's a challenge. Five missiles helps. 5 missiles really helps. I don't know what honestly God my biggest problem is with Rex. This guy fucking tilts the shit out of me. If I'm just being honest. Something about Rex, man. Just tilts the shit out of me. I did not know there was a new portal up here. Today I learned. Huh. I had a good feeling about that one. Okay, are we cool? Yeah, we're cool. Gotta go fast. The cool thing about Rex is once you go late game, you can do shit like this. Oh geez, I'm sorry. Alright. Great. Can I actually kill any enemy from any side of the map? Yep. This is where you really see, like, the schism between Rex and other characters, though. If you've watched, like, any of my other runs with other characters, by this point in the game, I have, like, 3k plus health on every other character at all times. Like, I can't even go below 3k health if I tried. Rex doesn't get that. And goddamn is it spooky. If you have vultures, you're actually sitting at about 1,000. Alright. Cool. Yeah, any other character right now would be packing 3k plus health. Not this boy. This boy's sitting on a solid 900. Whew. Alright. It's so bad early game is struggling past stage 1. I don't mind his early stages actually. I actually think he has some of the most powerful early stages. For the most part. It's just late game, having 900 HP is like... having 900 HP late game is really bad against literally everything. That's like how much an elite wisp hits. Someone say tentacles? They did. Etchy cartoon with tentacles? What a coincidence. Might just be me. It's... I don't know. The early game is the only point where his sustain is actually like going for 100 stages. God, no. No. My wrist would not. No. I'm good. Like, I'm already starting to feel a bit of pain in my thumb. That's all you really need to know about me as a person. I've been doing this for like, what, an hour and a half, and I'm already starting to be like, Yeah, I'll probably surprise my last loop for this. Probably gonna call it good at about an hour 30 minutes. To be honest, most people don't want more than an hour 30 minutes on YouTube anyway. At least that's what the stats say. So yeah, I'll probably call it here shortly and just go on to another run. Maybe play something else since we've got the no gesture, no printer god run on Rex. Hey, footage now. Unless I die to a pot. I could just die to a pot. There's always secret end boss pot coon. An Artificer run, maybe. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty over to be honest. I mean, I can eventually, like, run into something and die, but... that's pretty over. Could you not, game? Could you just let me have this obliteration, please? You're not gonna let me have it, alright. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Everything be Malachite now, boys. Okay. Cool. Why are they only spawning Malachite elites? Because fuck you, Rex. No, I have no idea. Sometimes it just spawns a lot of one type of elite. Sometimes you'll just get like a horde of frozen elites or some shit. It's something in the game's coding. At this point it kinda doesn't matter because I have enough guillotines to just execute everything with just daggers. So... Normally it'd be more unsettling. 100% Bloodstained was a good game and I can't wait for the DLCs. Nice, man. I really should get it. Now I can watch streams. Nice. Well, if I ever play it, I'll probably play it on stream, much to the dismay of most of you, but... Please, mercy. Why is it so hard for them to make the game unbreakable? Because exponential scaling by nature is what's programmed into Clover, and without Clover, the game would eventually just become impossible, which would arguably be far worse. The game was never made to be an infinite loop. The game is made to have an end boss. You beat it, you call it a day. This is what I like to call the nerd virgin playstyle, which is what we have to do until they release the end boss, which sadly is only until next year. Where I show off the size of my EP by going into these levels without any decent items and then run my face into a wall until it works. That's about it. Yeah, the game was never meant to be played like this. At least the original Risk of Rain certainly wasn't. Like, you could, but most people didn't. Because it winds up getting pretty tedious after a while. Like, I'm barely playing the game at this point compared to, like, the early mid-game. Once you get to mega late game, you're kinda just autopiloting. Hardcore into my time at Portia, please save me. Isn't that like a Harvest Moon style game? Because if so, I get it. I get it. Itemless obliterate all characters when? Yeah. Probably not gonna happen. Yeah, my frames are gonna start killing me soon anyway. Well, I said I wasn't gonna have 3k HP, but guess I'm wrong. I'm mad enough to admit I was wrong about that. Sure gotta be number one, I'm a competitive person. Thanks a lot for the 100, the Pyro. I don't know why it didn't make any sound, but I appreciate it, man. And thank you so much for the 100 bits. Congratulations, you are number one. Currently ranked. Alright. Pretty good. Let's go die, chat. Let's go commit unlock mercenary. Try a Shrine of Order? Nah, because I like having this record what items I had. I took a screenshot for that and typically use that as a YouTube thumbnail, and I also like just having it for a record of what items I had and what worked. Whew. Congrats on unlocking Mercenary, it's pretty fun. Thanks. Yeah, I can't wait. Alright. F for the no god, no thing, place on wrecked guy. Yeah. Shrine of Order, I know you do, chat. I know it's just you, but I know you do, chat. Every time I see one, you guys are like, do it! And I'm like, no! Hey, you Rise of the Abyss with 101. Now I win. Now he wins. Alright, no Fs for my boy. That's understandable. I don't even want to put an F in for my boy. Thank you so much, Rex, for letting me have this. Alright. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. Huh. Man, dude. I'm really starting to think that maybe, the biggest difference in this run from our other runs that have been like borderline god run on Rex is literally just the daggers. It's just the daggers. Really got me thinking whether that's actually just what Rex needs. Maybe you just need on-kill effects, man. Because it's so easy for you to wipe mass areas of weenies, and then just letting the death effects do the work. Or if I spell like a massive pussy as commander, really help me get a few good 2-hour plus runs with them. Cheers. No problem. Glad I could help. Could the we have to defeat the gold titan before its totems deactivate? Yeah. It's terrible. My first